There's a trick to getting good results with AI in Excel, and here I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. It's 2 steps, everyone can do it, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to create a single Excel AI prompt that'll do just about anything you need it to do in the first try. It's pretty darn cool. Come on, let's check it out. Here we've got our completed sales dashboard, and everything is connected to our source data, so when that updates, all the numbers here will update. And we made this using a single prompt in Copilot AI over here. And this prompt was designed so that we can copy and paste it into a new workbook with additional sales data and have it automatically make our dashboard for us. The goal being a repeatable process. And here I'm going to cover a 2-step process that everyone can use to get this result. We are not going to build it from scratch, do not worry. Well, let's say that we've got some imported sales data and we need to get actionable insights from it. So we open up Copilot AI, double click this guy down here, or go to the Home tab, and on the right you may see the icon there. Make sure your Excel is updated and you have a 365 subscription. Then go to Allow Editing and switch to Plan Mode. That's going to allow us to have a conversation with our data. It will make it easier to figure out what to do, and it's also going to help us craft the final prompt that we need. If you already know what you want, you should still go through this process that I'm going to walk you through here. It's just that it won't require as many steps. So you see at the end, we get a nice little prompt, and that's what we can use in the future. In the second part of this tutorial, we will take the tiny prompt that we get here and make it a really useful single-shot prompt. If you want to skip ahead to that point in the video, feel free to do that. Now let's go through the conversation so you can understand how it will work. I need you to help me plan how to analyze store sales and present it in a nice visual way. Can you help me design that? So I am coming at this from the perspective of, hey, I know that I need something, but I don't exactly know what I need. And Excel has a lot of context. It can see all of my data over here. So that gives it a great starting point. And then it asks me, what visual output should the plan target? And it gives me a few options. Now, if it doesn't do that, you can actually, in the very first prompt, instead of saying, can you help me design that, say, ask me questions to help design the final plan. But let's take a look at my response. Here, I was a little bit more specific. I would like to chart the store sales by category, showing the total sales for each category and store on the same chart. I would also like to list the top 10 selling products. I need this on a new dashboard, and I just continue to go through what I would like, and then I say, I don't know how to do this, help me figure out what features I need. I also need a professional layout that is easy to read on the dashboard. Now Copilot thinks that it has everything it needs, and it's replied with steps that it's going to go through. It will review the initial data set, create a dashboard, then it's going to do a bunch of things including add headline KPI cards for overall sales performance. But that's not really that specific. What KPI cards are you going to add? So we tell it to refine the plan. And I did that by saying, hey, what will the KPIs be? Do we need a separate worksheet to store any calculation fields or pivot tables or anything else that we don't want visible on the dashboard? So we have to push it to think a little bit more, to be a little bit more specific. And that's a technique when dealing with Copilot within Excel. Other AIs do work a little bit different. So what it does here now is it gives us updated steps. It doesn't say, hey, you have some good points there. I thought about this and blah, blah, blah. This AI Copilot within Excel is trained to focus on steps. I'm not going to go through all of them, but notice, add KPI cards now says, for total sales, quantity sold, sales lines, average sale value, best store, and top product. So we were able to get it to update its plan and at least tell us what it's going to return. In the next message, we could tell it to take out total sales and quantity sold if that's what we want. We could have it add more things, and so on. It has also decided it will create a hidden calculation worksheet for support formulas. So it's important to read over the plan when it updates. Now at this point I am getting a little bit annoyed though, because I don't just want you to keep giving me a list. So in big capital letters, do not just list the steps you will take. Tell me in plain English what you think about this plan and its execution. And finally, we get something that we can read. The plan is solid. All right, so it likes what we're doing. It's basically just going to reaffirm the plan that it made. But the point is that you can kind of get it to break the fourth wall here if you are very explicit about what you want it to do. Or you can take everything here, put it into another AI, get that AI's opinion, and paste it back here. You have a lot of options in plan mode. But now I'm pretty much okay with the plan. So I tell it to go over the plan and pretty much verify if it's a good plan or not. And here we have the final steps. Now I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I love the way Copilot works here. I told it to give me some thoughts. I wanted it to have a more detailed plan. If you are a programmer and you use AI for programming, such as Claude Code, you will know that there's a very different setup for how this works. So at this point, I've pretty much decided that I've gotten everything that I care to get out of this. Let us move on. We have one more prompt down here, but I will cover that in just a moment. Let's take a look at what it made for us. Here is our sales dashboard. It pretty much has everything that it needs. It just doesn't quite look right. And let's right click, unhide. Here is our support dashboard. Nice. But I don't want this. I want this. And I want it with one prompt. So I tell Copilot I want to be able to duplicate this with a single detailed prompt in the future. Give me that complete prompt here so that I can use it next time. Be specific. And here is our prompt. So we can double click this, copy it, paste it, and then make a useful prompt, because this prompt is actually a very, very bad prompt. I'm sorry to say that. I think there was some intention behind Copilot to just return summaries, as opposed to returning detailed information back to the front-end user. And this is the second part of the process. We've got an AI for Excel course coming out, and it is going to be pretty darn interesting. If you're interested in AI and Excel, make sure you sign up for our newsletter so you'll be notified when it's released and you'll get an additional discount on the course. I think you'll like it, and you can sign up right here. So we have had a conversation with AI. We have gotten a somewhat decent result. We have gotten a prompt that we are told will allow us to remake that result in the future to save us time. But that's not true. I've already verified this. There's no point for me to show it to you. So we need to go down here and make it human-readable. That is the trick for making a good prompt. If it is easy for a human to read it, it is easy for an AI to understand it. It's also much easier to update it and to maintain it. Because the other thing about prompts is that creating a good one is an iterative process. So the final prompt that we have here took me about 5 iterations to go from this to the final version. I'll show you right now how to put this in the correct structure, the correct format, so that it can be effective. And then I'm just going to copy in the finalized version because there are too many tiny little changes to go over everything. So the first thing is every little instruction, let's put that on another line. It'll make it easier for us to read it. So create the dashboard, use the table as the source, add a hidden support worksheet, and build. What do we want to build? Well, that looks like we've got a list of steps down here. So colon, and let's make our own little bulleted list. Total sales by category and store. Now, previously I thought that that was one item. So I put that there, and then I put this for the next item, but that's not actually true. The way the AI wrote it, it meant to make that one item. So I already know that, so I'm going to skip that part. And let's go now for KPI cards for total sales, etc., etc., etc. And top product. Then Top 10 products table by total sales with quantity and sales count. All right. Now a formatting. I feel like we have more than one formatting thing that we would like to say. And I'll write one out here, but the final version will have quite a few. So how about include the title in cell A1, formatted size 18, and bold. Next formatting option. Down here for the last instruction, there we go. And add a little bit more spacing. We could make these actual bullets, actually. But I don't want to waste too much time on that. It's not actually that important. The thing to notice here is that this prompt is already significantly easier to understand. You want to add another formatting item down here, new bullet point, new item. A new task up here. And after 5 or so iterations, this is the final prompt that I ended up with. I added a couple bullet points here and a bunch of bullet points for the formatting. And this final prompt is in the downloadable files. Just click the link below the video and you can get it for free. Now there is nothing additional that I need to explain here for how I made this prompt. It was iterative. I changed it as I needed to change it so that I would be able to get this result as one single prompt. Well, what'd you think? Let me know in the comments below. And how is it going when you're using AI in Excel? Good, bad? What are your thoughts? Let me know. It's changing all the time, so I would really love to get your input on that. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you liked the video, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell icon, giving us a like, a hype, a comment, anything else that'll help us out. I ask for those things because they help us grow. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. See you next time. Cheers.